United Built Home salesman and loan officer Chad Blankenship told Mrs. P that her house would be built in 8 to 10 months max. He said even though the loan had a high interest rate, it didn't really matter because she had 12 months before a payment would ever even be due, and her house would be done well before that. He actually told her, you will be living in your house a couple of months before your real mortgage payment is ever even due. Ms. P is a real person. She's a mother, she's a grandmother, she's even a teacher. She's old enough to be retired, but retirement is not in her future at this point in time. Not only does she have to pay for a cost of living in her current living situation, she's stuck paying an exceptionally high interest rate construction loan to United Built Homes. If she doesn't pay that loan, United Built Homes will enforce a mechanic's lien. They will take her property and they will take this partially built house. She will be out all of the money that she invested in that along with her family property. This is a gut-wrenching situation. The quality of the build that United Built Homes was providing was so bad that she actually had to hire an attorney and cease construction, because to continue only meant that more things had to be torn down to be done right. I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures of the build that she has been having to endure. From a distance, this house looks much like any other new constructed home. Let's look closer and see what lies beneath the surface. United Built Homes has a very consistent track record of being called in for warranty and foundation work a year or two after the build, and UBH blames the homeowner for not maintaining the site how they recommend it. However, what UBH fails to tell the attorneys and the lawyers and the mediators is that this is the way they build the house. When they prepare the dirt work for the foundation, this is what they're building on. So how can a homeowner be expected to maintain something that UBH never did right to begin with? Mrs. P told her salesman that it was very important to her that she be able to stain the floors. He said they would absolutely take that into consideration and take good care of the slab. This is what the framers did to her slab. There's nails hammered into the slab finish everywhere. It will be impossible to stain this. UBH mispoured the slab. The framers just decided to frame out over open air. Yes, that is a 2-inch crack that you see at the slab with the wall framed way out over nothing. UBH felt this was acceptable. When the homeowner, Ms. P, complained about it, well, they said, we'll fix it. And here's how they fixed it. Again, Ms. P said this is unacceptable. This is simply raw sackcrete poured in with water added. That's the finish that they left for her. I know you guys get tired of hearing me harp about this, but this is the house wrap. Again, UBH does not ever do it right. That's all they installed on the front of the house. On the side of the house, they only did one wrap. There's no other house wrap that was installed on the house above the level that you see at that point there. I had hoped to get through all of the issues with this house in one video, but we're almost at 5 minutes and there's simply so many more to go over. There's not enough time and I don't want to get you guys too bored. It's unbelievable what UBH expects Mrs. P to live with. It's horrific that they expect this kind of quality to be acceptable and they want her to pay for it. It's simply not right. Please follow along and look out for the next video continuing to profile Ms. P's saga with United Built Homes.